the symbolic language of death. Dreams fade in on a darkened bedroom. We see a middle-aged woman tossing and turning, her face etched with anguish. Suddenly, she jolts awake, a silent scream on her lips. She's just had a vivid dream of her own death. Death, the great unknown that awaits us all, a source of fear, fascination, and mystery since the dawn of humanity. And yet, our unconscious minds have a unique way of grappling with this profound concept through the enigmatic language of dreams. According to renowned psychologist Carl Jung, death dreams are not simply macabre nightmares, but richly symbolic messages from our psyche. They speak to us in a primal tongue of archetypes, metaphors, and emotions. By understanding this symbolic language, we can unlock powerful insights into our deepest selves. In this video, we will embark on a captivating journey into the realm of death dreams through the lens of Jungian psychology. We'll explore the various types of death dreams, from personal mortality to the loss of loved ones to symbolic ego death. We'll also delve into Jung's own transformative dream experiences surrounding death. You'll learn practical techniques for interpreting the unique death symbolism in your own dreams. We'll examine striking real-world case studies that reveal universal patterns and themes. And we'll uncover the profound psychological significance of death dreams, how they reflect our anxieties, herald inner transformation, and ultimately guide us towards wholeness. In a world that often denies or fears death, this knowledge is more vital than ever. By bravely confronting and embracing our mortality, if only in dreams, we open ourselves to a fuller, more authentic experience of life. So join us on this exhilarating odyssey into the heart of the unconscious. Discover what your dreams may be telling you about life, death, and the incredible journey of self-discovery that lies between. Let the mysteries unfold. Types of death. Dreams. In the haunting realm of dreams, death takes on countless faces and forms. It is a mirror held up to our deepest fears, a gateway to profound transformation, and an enigmatic messenger from the depths of our psyche. As we explore the types of death dreams that visit us in the night, we begin to unravel their rich symbolism and psychological significance. One of the most common and disturbing types of death dreams involves a direct, personal encounter with our own mortality. Imagine finding yourself face to face with the specter of death itself, or witnessing your own funeral, complete with grieving loved ones and the unsettling sight of your own lifeless body. While such dreams can be intensely frightening, they also present us with a unique opportunity. They allow for introspection and self-discovery. By confronting our deepest fears head-on, we may uncover hidden truths about our lives, our priorities, and our sense of purpose. Another prevalent theme in death dreams is the loss of a loved one. This could be a parent, child, partner, or dear friend. These dreams can be especially poignant and emotionally charged. They often reflect our waking anxieties about loss and separation. Yet, even in their sorrow, such dreams may offer a space for healing and closure. They allow us to say the goodbyes we never had the chance to say in life. Through the language of dreams, we can continue to connect with those we have lost. We can work through our grief and find solace in the endless realm of the unconscious. But death in dreams is not always so literal or straightforward. In many cases, it takes on a more symbolic and transformative character. Picture yourself wandering through a dark, twisting forest, or descending into the depths of an underground cave. These classic dream motifs often represent a journey into the uncharted territories of the psyche. They symbolize a form of ego death that precedes a profound shift in self-identity and perspective. Much like the caterpillar must first dissolve within the chrysalis before emerging as a butterfly, we too must sometimes undergo a symbolic death in order to be reborn into a new way of being. Our cultural background also plays a significant role in shaping the symbolism of our death dreams. In Mexico, for example, the colorful skulls and skeletons of Dia de los Muertos might dance through a dreamer's mind. This reflects a more celebratory and accepting attitude towards death. A person with Chinese heritage might dream of the spirits of ancestors during the Hungry Ghost Festival. This invokes powerful themes of lineage, respect, and remembrance. By exploring these cultural contexts, we gain a deeper appreciation for the diverse ways in which the human psyche grapples with mortality. At an even more fundamental level, death dreams tap into universal archetypes and symbols. These have echoed through human experience for countless generations. The Grim Reaper with his scythe, the river Styx separating the land of the living from the realm of the dead, the descent into the underworld. These timeless motifs transcend any one culture or era. When they appear in our dreams, they connect us to something ancient and primal. They link us to the collective wisdom and struggle of all those who have contemplated the great mystery of death. Ultimately, the types of death dreams we experience are as unique and multifaceted as we are. They weave together the strands of our individual lives with the broader tapestry of human existence. By courageously exploring and embracing these dreams, we open ourselves up to a profound process of self-discovery and transformation. In the next section, we'll delve into the personal dream experiences of Carl Jung himself. We'll see how his own journeys into the unconscious helped to shape his groundbreaking theories on life, death, and the human psyche. Throughout his life, Carl Jung had a profound fascination with the world of dreams. He saw them as a window into the unconscious mind, a realm filled with wisdom, symbolism, and hidden truths. But it was Jung's personal experiences with death dreams that truly shaped his understanding of the psyche and its relationship to mortality. One of the most significant dreams occurred just before the death of Jung's mother in 1923. In the dream, Jung's father appeared to him, seeking advice on marital psychology. This struck Jung as odd, given that his parents' marriage had been difficult and his father had passed away years earlier. Jung interpreted this dream as a premonition of his mother's impending death and a sign that his parents would soon reunite in the afterlife. This experience reinforced Jung's belief in the prophetic power of dreams and their ability to transcend the boundaries of time and space. But perhaps the most transformative death dream of Jung's life occurred during his own near-death experience in 1944. After suffering a heart attack, Jung found himself in a state of unconsciousness, confronted with a series of powerful visions. In one of these dreams, he saw himself floating high above the earth, gazing down at the blue planet with a sense of detached awe. He then found himself in a vast, temple-like structure, filled with candles and a sense of sacred purpose. Jung understood this dream as a glimpse into the afterlife, a realm of cosmic significance and spiritual transformation. As he delved deeper into the dream, Jung encountered an image that would forever alter his understanding of death and rebirth. He found himself standing before a large black rock, a symbol of the alchemical nigredo, a stage of darkness and dissolution that precedes spiritual awakening. Jung realized that to truly comprehend death, one must first confront and embrace the shadow within, the parts of ourselves we fear and repress. Only by descending into the depths of the psyche can we hope to emerge transformed and reborn. These personal dream experiences had a profound impact on Jung's professional work and theories. He came to see death dreams not merely as reflections of our fears and anxieties, but as powerful catalysts for growth and individuation. By engaging with these dreams consciously and courageously, Jung believed we could tap into the transformative power of the unconscious and connect with something greater than ourselves. Throughout his writings, Jung explored the archetypal symbolism of death dreams, from the wise old man and the nurturing mother to the terrifying figures of the Grim Reaper and the underworld. He saw these symbols as universal expressions of the human psyche, transcending culture and time. By studying them, Jung hoped to uncover the deeper meanings and messages hidden within our dreams. Jung's personal experiences with death dreams also highlighted the importance of confronting mortality in the waking world. He believed that by acknowledging and accepting the reality of death, we could live more fully and authentically in the present. In this sense, death dreams serve as a powerful reminder of the preciousness of life and the need to embrace our finite existence with courage and purpose. As we explore Jung's personal dream experiences, we begin to see the profound ways in which the unconscious communicates with us about life, death, and everything in between. Through his own journey into the depths of the psyche, Jung emerged with a deeper understanding of the human condition and the transformative power of dreams. In the next section, we'll explore how we can apply Jung's insights to our own dream lives, learning to interpret and integrate the messages of the unconscious into our waking world. When it comes to interpreting death dreams, there are no easy answers or one-size-fits-all solutions. Like all dreams, the meaning of a death dream is deeply personal and can vary greatly from one individual to another. However, by exploring some basic principles of Jungian dream interpretation, we can begin to unravel the symbolic language of these profound nocturnal visions. At the heart of Jung's approach to dream interpretation is the idea that dreams are not merely random firings of the brain, but meaningful communications from the unconscious mind. Every dream, no matter how bizarre or unsettling, contains within it a hidden message or insight that can help us to better understand ourselves and our place in the world. When interpreting a death dream, one of the first things to consider is the specific details and symbols that appear within it. Was the death peaceful or violent? Did it involve yourself or someone else? What emotions did you experience upon waking? Each of these elements can provide valuable clues into the dream's deeper meaning. For example, dreams of a peaceful death might suggest a sense of acceptance or letting go, while violent or traumatic death dreams could point to unresolved fears or anxieties. Similarly, dreams of the death of a loved one might represent a fear of loss or abandonment, while dreams of one's own death could signify a need for transformation or rebirth. Another key factor to consider when interpreting death dreams is the dreamer's own cultural background and personal associations. In some cultures, death is seen as a natural part of the life cycle, a transition to be celebrated rather than feared. In others, death is taboo, a source of deep anxiety and avoidance. Our individual experiences with death and loss can also shape the way we perceive and interpret these dreams. For instance, someone who has recently lost a loved one might find solace in a dream that depicts a joyful reunion in the afterlife. On the other hand, someone with a history of depression or suicidal thoughts might be deeply disturbed by a dream of their own death, seeing it as a reflection of their waking struggles. This is where the power of personal reflection and dream journaling comes into play. By taking the time to record our death dreams in detail, exploring our emotions and associations, we can begin to tease out the deeper meanings and messages hidden within them. We might ask ourselves questions like, what does death represent to me? What aspects of myself or my life feel like they are coming to an end? What new beginnings or opportunities might be emerging from this symbolic ending? Through this process of self-reflection and analysis, we can start to see death dreams not as fearful omens, but as powerful opportunities for growth and transformation. Just as the caterpillar must first dissolve in the chrysalis before emerging as a butterfly, Our old selves must sometimes die symbolically in order for our new selves to be born. Of course, interpreting death dreams is not always a solo journey. Sometimes, the guidance and insight of a trained therapist or dream worker can be invaluable in helping us to navigate these complex symbolic landscapes. By working with someone who understands the language of the unconscious, we can gain new perspectives and insights into our dreams that we might have otherwise overlooked. Ultimately, the interpretation of a death dream is a deeply personal and intuitive process, one that requires openness, curiosity, and a willingness to confront the shadows within. By approaching these dreams with a spirit of self-compassion and exploration, we can begin to uncover the profound wisdom and transformative power that lies within them. In the words of Carl Jung himself, the dream is the small, hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens to that primeval cosmic night that was soul long before there was conscious ego, and will be soul far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach. As we step through that door and into the realm of death dreams, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, one that can lead us to a deeper understanding of life, death, and the immortal soul that resides within us all. In the next section, we'll explore some real-world case studies of individuals who have grappled with the profound mysteries of death dreams and the lessons we can learn from their experiences. Throughout history, countless individuals have grappled with the profound and often perplexing nature of death dreams. By exploring some notable case studies, both from Jung's own clinical practice and from more contemporary accounts, we can gain valuable insights into the ways in which these dreams can shed light on the deeper workings of the human psyche. One of the most fascinating cases from Jung's own files involves a middle-aged woman who sought his help after being haunted by a series of disturbing dreams. In these dreams, the woman found herself in a dark, cavernous space, surrounded by the bodies of the dead. She felt a profound sense of horror and revulsion, but also a strange sense of familiarity, as if she had been there before. As Jung worked with the woman to explore the symbolic meaning of these dreams, a curious pattern began to emerge. The woman had lost her father at a young age and had never fully processed her grief. The dreams, Jung suggested, were a way for her unconscious to confront this unresolved loss, to descend into the underworld of her own psyche and come to terms with the reality of death. Through a process of active imagination and dream amplification, the woman was gradually able to transform her relationship to these unsettling visions. She came to see them not as omens of doom, but as powerful catalysts for her own emotional and spiritual growth. By confronting the specter of death head-on, she was able to emerge with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. This transformative potential of death dreams is a common thread that runs through many contemporary case studies as well. Consider the story of Mark, a successful businessman in his 50s who began experiencing vivid dreams of his own demise. In these dreams, Mark found himself in a variety of perilous situations: drowning, falling from great heights, being chased by shadowy assailants, always waking up just before the moment of death. At first, Mark tried to dismiss these dreams as meaningless nocturnal fantasies, but as they continued to recur with increasing frequency and intensity, he began to suspect that they were trying to tell him something important. With the help of a Jungian analyst, Mark began to explore the deeper symbolic meaning of these dreams. What emerged was a powerful realization. Mark's death dreams were a reflection of his own fear of change and transformation. For years, he had been living a life that felt increasingly stagnant and unfulfilling, but he had been too afraid to make the necessary changes. The dreams were a wake-up call from his unconscious, urging him to embrace the death of his old self in order to make way for a new, more authentic way of being. Armed with this insight, Mark began to make some profound shifts in his waking life. He quit his high-stress job, started pursuing his long-forgotten creative passions, and began cultivating deeper, more meaningful relationships with the people he loved. As he did so, the death dreams began to fade, replaced by a newfound sense of vitality and purpose. These case studies, along with countless others, illustrate the transformative power of death dreams in the lives of individuals, whether they take the form of confronting long-buried grief, overcoming fear and stagnation, or simply gaining a deeper appreciation for the fleeting nature of life. These dreams can serve as profound catalysts for personal growth and self-discovery. Of course, not all death dreams are so easily resolved or integrated. For some individuals, these nocturnal visions can be a source of ongoing anxiety, confusion, or even terror. In such cases, working with a skilled therapist or dream worker can be essential in order to untangle the complex web of symbolism and emotion that lies at the heart of these dreams. But even in the midst of the darkest and most unsettling death dreams, there is always the potential for light and transformation. By approaching these visions with an open and curious mind, and by being willing to confront the shadow aspects of our own psyche, we open ourselves up to the possibility of profound healing and growth. As we continue our exploration of the symbolic language of death dreams, we'll delve deeper into the psychological and spiritual significance of these powerful nocturnal encounters. We'll explore how they can help us to confront our deepest fears, to connect with something greater than ourselves, and to discover a sense of meaning and purpose that extends far beyond the boundaries of our waking lives. When we delve into the psychological significance of death dreams, we begin to uncover a rich tapestry of meaning and insight that goes far beyond the surface-level fear or anxiety that these dreams often evoke. From a Jungian perspective, death dreams are not simply morbid fascinations or neurotic symptoms, but profound expressions of the unconscious mind and its inherent drive towards wholeness and transformation. At the heart of this understanding is the concept of the archetype, those universal patterns and symbols that populate the collective unconscious of humanity. Death, in all its myriad forms and manifestations, is one of the most potent and pervasive of these archetypes, appearing in myths, legends, and religious traditions across cultures and throughout history. When we dream of death, we are tapping into this deep well of symbolic meaning, connecting with the timeless wisdom of the psyche. Whether we are confronting the specter of our own mortality, grieving the loss of a loved one, or experiencing a more metaphorical form of ego death, these dreams serve as a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. One of the key psychological functions of death dreams is to help us confront and integrate our own mortality. In a culture that often denies or avoids the reality of death, these dreams serve as a stark reminder of the impermanence of life and the inevitability of change. By facing these fears head-on in the safe space of the dream world, we can begin to develop a more honest and authentic relationship with the concept of death, one that allows us to live more fully and purposefully in the present moment. But death dreams are not simply about coming to terms with our own mortality. They can also serve as powerful tools for confronting and integrating the shadow aspects of our psyche, those repressed, rejected, or denied parts of ourselves that we keep hidden from conscious awareness. In Jungian psychology, the shadow is often represented by figures of darkness, danger, or death, and it is only by confronting and embracing these aspects of ourselves that we can achieve true wholeness and self-acceptance. This process of shadow integration is rarely easy or comfortable, but it is an essential part of the individuation journey, the lifelong process of becoming more fully and authentically ourselves. Through the powerful symbolism of death dreams, we are given a glimpse into the depths of our own psyche and an opportunity to bring the unconscious into conscious awareness. Of course, not all death dreams are solely about personal transformation or individuation. Many of these dreams also serve a more collective or transpersonal function, connecting us with the larger archetypal themes and motifs that shape the human experience. When we dream of mythic figures like the Grim Reaper or the ferryman of the underworld, we are tapping into a shared symbolic language that transcends our individual egos and connects us with something greater than ourselves. In this sense, death dreams can be seen as a form of spiritual initiation or awakening, a call to look beyond the narrow confines of our individual lives and to connect with the deeper mysteries of existence. By embracing the transformative power of these dreams, we open ourselves up to a more expansive and meaningful way of being in the world. Ultimately, the psychological significance of death dreams lies in their ability to help us confront the deepest and most essential questions of human existence. Who are we? Why are we here? What happens when we die? By engaging with these questions on a symbolic and archetypal level, we are given a glimpse into the profound wisdom and resilience of the human psyche, and a chance to discover a sense of meaning and purpose that extends far beyond the boundaries of our individual lives. As we continue our exploration of the rich and complex world of death dreams, we'll delve deeper into the practical applications of this knowledge, the ways in which we can work with these dreams in our own lives to promote healing, growth, and transformation, whether through the practice of dream journaling, active imagination, or working with a skilled therapist or dream worker. The insights and wisdom of death dreams are available to us all, if only we have the courage and curiosity to explore them. When it comes to working with death dreams in a practical and meaningful way, there are a variety of approaches and techniques that can be helpful, whether you're a seasoned dream explorer or just beginning to dip your toes into the rich waters of the unconscious. There are many ways to engage with these powerful nocturnal visions and integrate their wisdom into your waking life. One of the most essential tools for working with death dreams is the practice of dream journaling. By taking the time to record your dreams in as much detail as possible, you create a tangible record of your unconscious experience that you can return to and explore over time. When journaling about a death dream, it can be helpful to note down not just the basic narrative or plot of the dream, but also the emotions, sensations, and symbols that stood out to you. Once you have a written record of your death dream, you can begin to work with it more actively and deliberately. One powerful technique is known as active imagination, a method pioneered by Jung himself. In this practice, you choose a particular image or symbol from the dream and allow your imagination to expand upon it without judgment or censorship. You might have a dialogue with a figure from the dream, explore a particular landscape or setting, or simply sit with the emotions and sensations that the dream evokes. Through this process of active engagement, you begin to build a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, allowing the deeper wisdom and meaning of the death dream to emerge. You may gain new insights into your own fears or anxieties around mortality, uncover hidden aspects of your own psyche that need to be confronted and integrated, or simply develop a greater sense of acceptance and peace around the inevitability of change and loss. Another valuable approach to working with death dreams is to seek out the guidance and support of a skilled therapist or dream worker. While the interpretation of dreams is ultimately a deeply personal and subjective process, having a knowledgeable and compassionate guide can be incredibly helpful in navigating the sometimes murky and mysterious waters of the unconscious. In a therapeutic context, exploring death dreams can be a profound opportunity for growth and transformation. By uncovering the deeper psychological and emotional roots of these dreams, and by working through the fears, grief, or trauma that they may be expressing, individuals can develop a greater sense of resilience, self-awareness, and emotional authenticity. Ultimately, the practical application of working with death dreams is about cultivating a greater sense of wholeness and integration within the self. By bringing the unconscious into conscious awareness, and by embracing the full spectrum of human experience, from birth to death, from light to shadow, we open ourselves up to a more rich and meaningful way of being in the world. Whether through the solitary practice of dream journaling and active imagination, or through the collaborative exploration of therapy and dream work, engaging with the powerful symbolism of death, dreams can be a transformative and life-enhancing experience. By learning to listen to the wisdom of the unconscious, and by having the courage to confront the deepest mysteries of life and death, we tap into a boundless source of creativity, resilience, and self-knowledge. So, the next time you find yourself awakening from a particularly vivid or impactful death dream, remember that this is not simply a random or meaningless occurrence, but a profound